Welcome to you all. My humble pranams to Bhagavan. Today I would like to tell about measures of central tendency. One of the measure is geometric mean. From this video one can learn the meaning of geometric mean, the meaning of measures of central tendency, how to find geometric mean for ungrouped data, grouped data, either discrete series or continuous series. Let me tell about measures of central tendency. So these are used to describe the average, the center of a distribution. The frequently used measures are arithmetic mean, median, mode, geometric mean and harmonic mean. So geometric mean defined as the nth root of the product of n items of series. So let me give the theoretical part of how to find out the geometric mean for grouped and ungrouped data. Let me explain how to do geometric mean in individual series. Suppose x1, x2, so on xn are n observations, then their geometric mean is given by the definition the nth root of the product of the items. Nth root of the product of the items. So the products giving that power may be multiple of n, then the calculation is simple. Otherwise it's difficulty to overcome that one. So we have to do g equals to x1, x2, so on xn whole to the power of n. You take the log on both sides. So log g equals to, this is 1 by n log of x1, x2, this is the product, so on xn, right? So if you are simplify 1 by n, log ab is nothing but log a plus log b. So that's why log x1 plus log x2 plus so on plus log xn. So that's why to simplify this one, this can be used as 1 by n summation log xi, I equals to 1 to 10. So whenever you are getting the log g, we need only geometric mean. So therefore geometric mean g equals to anti-log of 1 by n summation over I log xi, right? So this is how to calculate the geometric mean in individual series. So for discrete and continuous series, so we know that the classes are given or the individual observations and the frequencies are given. In such a cases, how can calculate geometric mean? So geometric mean equals to anti-log of summation I equals to 1 to n fi log xi by n, where n is nothing but total frequency. So where fi is nothing but frequency of ith observation or class, right? So this is, now we do by taking one of the problems. So this is individual series. How can calculate the geometric mean for individual series? Very simple. So I have to write this as xi, the 133, 141, 125, 173, 182, right? So what is the geometric mean formula? Geometric mean formula g equals to anti-log of summation log xi by n. In this case, n is nothing but total number of observations. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 numbers of observations. So first let you calculate log xi. So log xi right? So this is the natural logarithm. So log xi is nothing but this is 133. So 133 means 3 digits are there. So that's why 2.2 in logarithm tables you have to see 13 under 3. 1239. So 141 is again, this is 2 point, 3 digits are there, that's why 2.14 under 1, 1461. 125, that is 2 point, 3 digits are there, 12 under 5 is 0969. 173, 3 digits, 2 point, 17 under 3, 2380. 182, 2 point, 18 under 2, 2601. So if you take the total, this is nothing but 9, 10, 20, 2, 10, 16, 22, 25, 2, 8 plus 3, 11, 11 plus 9, 20, 24, 26, 2, 4, 6, 7, 8 point, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 10.8650. So that equals to anti-log of 10.8650 by n. How many number of observations in the 5? So that equals to anti-log of so if you are divide with, this is 2.5 ones are 5, 36, 5 sevens is 35, 15, 5 threes is this. So this is anti-log of 2.1730. So you can go for anti-log tables, anti-logarithmic tables. So you have to see 0.17 under 3, 0.17 under 3 is 1489. Under 0 mean difference is 0, that's no problem. Here 2 point means you take a decimal point after 3 digits from left to right, 1, 2, 3. So 148.9. So the geometric mean of the given series is 148.9. 148.9, right? So now we go for how to calculate geometric mean in discrete series. Right? So very simple here also. So let us see how to calculate geometric mean in discrete series. So values is nothing but what we are calling, this is xi. Frequencies, that is nothing but fi, right? So the formula for geometric mean is nothing but geometric mean equals to anti-log of summation f log xi fi log xi by n. So this is the formula. So for that, first you have to find out log values of each xi. Log xi, right? So no need for by heart how to construct the table. Just you remember the formula. It's enough to calculate the geometric mean or whatever the problem. Right? Log xi, this is 3 digits, that's why 2.35 under 2 is 5465. This is also 3 digits, so 2.22 under 0, 3424. 230. This is also 2.23 under 0, 3617. 160, this is 3 digits, so 2.16 under 0, 2041. 190, 3 digits, 2.19 under 0 is 2788. 2788. The next you multiplied this column with respected frequencies, log xi, right? Fi into log xi. 48 into 2.5465, that is nothing but 122.2320. 10 into this is 23.4240. This 8 into this value is 18.8936. So 12 into this is 26.4492. So 15 into this is 34.1820. So this total becomes 225.1808, right? This total. So now you substitute in this. This is nothing but anti-log of this value is nothing but 225.1808 by n. N is nothing but total frequency. Total frequency is 93. So this is nothing but 93. This value indicates n. So 93. So is anti-log of the value is 2.4134. 2.4134. So that equals to 4134 is nothing but 263.8. So 0.41 under 3 under 4 is nothing but 2638. So this is the 2 point. That's why after 3 digits you put a decimal point. So geometric mean for this discrete series is 263.8. So let us see how to find out the geometric mean in continuous series, right? The same formula here also we have to follow. Geometric mean equals to anti-log of summation fi log xi by n. So that's why first you have to find out xi. You know that in the continuous series xi is nothing but mid value. Xi is nothing but mid value. You know that how to find out the mid value, right? So whenever you find out the mid value, the next you find out log xi. Whenever you find out the log xi, then you multiplied with respect to frequency fi into log xi, right? So just you construct the table, right? So 55, 65, the mid value is nothing but the average of lower limit and upper limit. 55, this is a 60 plus 120, 120 by 2 is 60, right? So remaining, you observe that one each classes are equidistant. That's why the class width is 10. So the next one is 70. Next one is 80. Next one is 90. Next one is 100. Next one is 110. So whenever you find out the mid value, then you find out log xi. Log xi, this is the 2 digits. That's why 1 point. So in the 1 point, so the log xi value is 60 under 0. That is 7782. So 1.7782. 70, there are 2 digits. That's why 1 point. 70 under 0 is 8451. Next 80, 1.80 under 0 is 9031. 90, 1.90 under 0 is 9542. And 100 is 3 digits. That's why 2.10 under 0. 10 under 0, under 0 is 0.000. That is 000. 110 means this is 3 digits. 2.11 under 0, 0414. 0414. Now you multiply with this value into this value, log value into respected frequency. You are getting 5.3346. This is 4 into 1.8421 is 7.3804. 5 into 1.9031 is 9.5155, and 5 into 1.9542 is 9.7710, and 2 into this is 14.0000, and 6 into 2 point this value is 12.2484. So this total you are getting 58.2499. So this total frequency n equals to 30. So 6 plus this is 13, 28, 13, 23, 24, 26 plus 4 is 30, right? So now you have to substitute in the formula, right? Anti-log of this value is 54.249999 by n value is 30. N value is 30. If you are simplify, you are getting anti-log of 54 by that value is 1.9417. So you have to see anti-log of 0.94 under 1 under 7. That is nothing but 8744. This is 1 point. That's why after two digits you have to put a decimal point. So the value is, the geometric mean of this data is 87.44. 87.44. So to summarize this video, you have to learn what do you mean by geometric mean, how can find out the geometric mean in case of individual series, how can find out the geometric mean in case of discrete series, how can find out the geometric mean in continuous series, right? So thank you for watching this video.